I'm Kristen Cho.
And I'm Cameron Word.
Thank you so much for joining us. Yes, it is Friday. TGIF, everyone.
Woohoo.
Uh-huh. And how was your week so far?
It's so
Or this
good.
whole week?
Yes, it's been good. But today specifically is Valentine's Day.
Oh, it
So,
sure is. I forgot.
So my mom, growing up, always got me a Valentine's Day gift.
Really?
Which is
that is very sweet.
Which is a little sad when you think about it. Because I never dated. So she always felt she needed to get me a gift.
What does she give you?
It would be like chocolates. Mostly chocolate. Lots of chocolate.
Okay.
And then, just maybe a small... She would also give me a gift certificate, a gift card to like a fast food chain.
Okay.
So that I could get, instead of giving me money through,
yes.
whenever, after school, if I wanted like food or a drink or something.
Right.
Yeah. So you don't do that with your son?
No, I don't.
Aww.
We're not a celebratory family. So, yeah, yeah.
What would you like to receive for Valentine's Day?
What would I like to receive for Valentine's Day? Like a big diamond ring. No, honestly, I have zero. Well, I can't say I have zero interest in jewelry, but, I'm more about experience. I think, like, if someone gave me, like, a flight, a ticket.
Trip to Paris.
A trip to Paris.
The city of love.
Oh, yeah. Now that would be up my alley.
A very expensive.
I know.
Very expensive, but I'm sure very fun Valentine's Day.
All right. So today it's a business dialogue, hiring a virtual assistant. I've got a bunch of time-consuming tasks. Now, we talked about hiring a virtual assistant, meaning that this assistant is in another country.
Yes.
And they're doing your work. Now, the subtitle, I've got a bunch of, which means I've got a lot of, time-consuming tasks. Now, if something is time-consuming, what does this mean?
It takes a lot of time. You cannot complete it quickly.
Right.
It just takes forever to do.
It just takes time. So maybe it's not a difficult task, but it just takes a lot of time.
Yeah, it's not like you can't do the work, so it takes a long time. It's just, even if you're really good at the work, it's going to take a while.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so time-consuming, 시간이 많이 걸리는 거죠.
Yeah.
Right? Prove someone's point. So if you prove someone's point?
You're debating or you're arguing, and someone says something that says, see? I'm right.
Right.
That proves my point.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like giving evidence for what you have kind of argued.
Okay. And if you bug someone, which is bug is like 곤충, it's like an insect, right?
Yeah.
But as a verb, if you bug someone, what are you doing?
You're annoying them.
Yeah.
Like a mosquito.
Like a mosquito buzzing in your ear at 3 or 4 in the morning. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and listen to that dialogue.
I sent you the links to a great website where you can find a virtual assistant. You'll thank me later.
I'll look later. I've got a bunch of time-consuming tasks to finish now.
You're proving my point about needing an assistant. Just stop what you're doing for 15 minutes and sign up for the service.
Fine. Anything to get you to stop bugging me.
Trust me. This will be the best 15 minutes of your day.
Hey, this person has the kind of experience I need from an assistant.
Okay, so we're on page 74, hiring a virtual assistant. I've got a bunch of time-consuming tasks. Ella begins by saying, I sent you the links to a great website where you can find a virtual assistant. You'll thank me later. This is a great expression. You will thank me later. You'll thank me later.
Yes.
Tell us, what does this mean?
So, if you want to kind of spread out the meaning to, it kind of means like, I did something good for you. I did something that will benefit you.
Right.
You don't know it now.
Yes.
But later, you will come to me and say thank you.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like explaining this, I do feel maybe like it's a kind of a cultural difference. Like,
what do you mean?
I don't know. Like, I feel like saying, oh, you'll thank me later.
Yeah.
It's kind of like saying, I did something really good for you.
Yeah.
It feels a little...
It is true. It is true.
Yeah.
But people do say it. But I think it's also... because you're close. And it's kind of like, hey, I did this for you, and you might not know this now, but you're going to be happy that I did this for you. Yeah.
You'll thank me later.
You'll thank me later.
Yeah.
You won't thank me now, but later you will understand. Okay. Oliver says, I'll look later. I've got a bunch of time-consuming tasks to finish now.
Yes.
So, time-consuming is something that takes a lot of time.
Yes.
And task is our power vocab.
Yeah. So this is like your job that you have to do. But a task is usually a small job that you have to do.
Yes.
Right? Take out the trash is a task.
Right.
You know, write a report is a task. You wouldn't call your entire job a task.
Right.
You would say that your job has many tasks.
Yes.
Right?
Right. So, time-consuming tasks. So, Oliver is busy because whatever he's going to do is going to take a lot of time. Okay. So, what does Ella say?
You're proving my point about needing an assistant. Just stop what you're doing for 15 minutes and sign up for the service.
Okay. So, Ella is saying, interesting, because she's the one who said, you should get a virtual assistant, right? And so Ella now is saying, you're proving my point about needing an assistant. So what is she saying in this sentence?
So she's saying, your situation right now, that's exactly why I'm suggesting this service to you.
Yes.
Right? So to prove a point means to show that your opinion is correct, right? The thing that you argued is the correct argument. So Ella's saying, I'm saying the solution.
Yeah.
You're complaining about how your job is time consuming. I'm trying to help you.
Yes.
You're proving my point.
Right. So what you're doing now is exactly why I told you that you need a virtual assistant.
Yes.
Okay, it proves my point. So when you say, oh, that proves my point, it's kind of saying, you see, I was right. What does Oliver say?
Fine. Anything to get you to stop bugging me.
Okay, so Oliver is a little annoyed. He's like, yeah, stop bugging me.
Yeah.
What is when you say like stop bugging me or you're bugging me? What does this mean?
This is saying that you are annoying someone. You're doing something that they don't like. It's kind of like a bug.
Yeah.
So with this to bug someone, it does mean to annoy someone. But we can say an annoying person.
Yeah.
We cannot say a bugging person.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
So even though as a verb, to bug and annoy are the same,
right,
as kind of that adjective, that descriptor, you cannot use them.
Got it.
Bugging is just not a word.
It's not a word.
Like a bugging person, that phrase does not exist.
Got it. Okay, so Ella says, trust me, this will be the best 15 minutes of your day. And so Ella is again saying, this is going to be really worth it.
Yeah. And then Oliver says, hey, this person has the kind of experience I need from an assistant.
Yeah. So Ella's like, yeah, it's a good idea. Do it. And then Oliver's like, oh, okay, they've got a lot of experience.
Isn't that, it happens all the time. Like you don't want to do something new. You don't want to try a new technology.
Right.
You don't want to hire somebody.
Yeah. You don't like change.
I don't need it. I can do it myself.
Right.
The moment you do it, you realize, why did I wait?
Yeah, why didn't I do it before? Sometimes it's good to just take the advice.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and listen to that one more time.
I sent you the links to a great website where you can find a virtual assistant. You'll thank me later.
I'll look later. I've got a bunch of time-consuming tasks to finish now.
You're proving my point about needing an assistant. Just stop what you're doing for 15 minutes and sign up for the service.
Fine. Anything to get you to stop bugging me.
Trust me, this will be the best 15 minutes of your day.
Hey, this person has the kind of experience I need from an assistant.
Okay, it's time for Power Note. More on pages 76 and 77. If something is time-consuming, as we had mentioned before, it requires a lot of time. It's interesting because when we use the word consume, we're usually talking about eating something or buying something. So it's interesting how this is used, time-consuming.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you can say something eats a lot of time.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So it is very similar. This consuming is like, it's a monster eating up all of your time.
All of your time. Great. Chopping firewood is such a time-consuming chore.
I don't mind. It's good exercise and it needs to be done.
Have you ever chopped firewood?
I have.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
I only a couple of times, not often, because I live in a warmer area.
I see.
If you're in the northern part of the United States, this is a very common thing.
Got it.
And people kind of fight over.
Uh-huh.
Because you know the bark, right? The namu 껍질.
Yes.
Do you put it on top or do you put it on the bottom? Like how you stack the firewood.
Really?
Yeah, there's like a conversation.
Oh.
But either way, when you are chopping firewood, it is very time consuming. You cannot do it very fast.
Very fast.
At all.
Yeah, you can't. Because I would imagine it's not something you can rush. You have to be exact in your chopping.
Right. And if you're good, if you're a good wood chopper, you can do it in one swing.
Oh.
But like me, my aim is bad. You hit it once and it like falls over.
Right.
Yeah, so it takes much longer.
That's right. It's even more time consuming.
Yes.
This is such a time consuming project that I haven't been able to do my other work. Yeah, so if there's a project that is time consuming, then that's not good because then you can't do other work.
Yes.
Yeah. What are some things that can be time consuming?
Certain foods are time consuming. We've talked about like 곰탕 before.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's if you're making it from the bone.
Right.
Yeah, if you start with the bones, that's going to take a long time.
That sure will.
I saw something recently on social media. These old women, they're like in their 90s, Italian women, making lace from like by hand.
Yes.
That like
is so time consuming.
Like you see lace and you don't really think anything about it. I don't wear lace, so you know, but it's like, wow, that really does take a long time.
Goodness, that's right. That's why these handmade laces, they're very, very expensive.
Yeah. Or like those fabrics, you know, like how in Korea even like traditional fabrics.
Yeah.
Those take a long time to make by hand. They're so time consuming.
Oh my goodness. So these are some great examples. Now, let's move on to our next expression, prove someone's point. It means that someone is kind of supporting your argument.
Yeah. It's like they gave you evidence for what you were talking about.
Right. Let's see how this is used. Molly said, I'm not good at communicating. I'm so offended. I'm not talking to her.
You're proving her point by doing that.
Okay. So let's explain this, okay? So, she said, I'm not good at communicating. I'm offended. I'm not talking to her. So basically, Molly is right.
Yeah. So if you're not good at communicating, often it means that someone says something and you get mad at them.
And you give them the silent treatment.
Yeah. I'm not talking to you.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what they were talking about.
Right.
You're proving their point.
Yeah. You're proving what Molly has said about you.
Yes.
That you are not a good communicator. When you cancel our date for work, you're proving my point that you're too busy for me. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe the wife is saying, you're always so busy. You're always working so much. And, we never go out on date night and stuff like that.
Oh, sorry, honey. We have to cancel our date. I just got an emergency meeting at the company.
You see what I said? It's true. You're proving my point. What you're doing right now is doing exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's often not a good thing that you're proving the point.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
It's usually you're fighting and then someone does something bad. And you're like, see? This is the problem I have.
Yeah.
You're proving my point.
So true. Yeah. All right. Let's give one more example of proving your point. I was thinking sometimes oh, you're so moody.
I'm not. What are you talking about?
And then one day you're happy, one day you're in a bad mood, and then again, it happens again. Today you're in a bad mood. You were in a good mood yesterday. You're proving my point.
Yeah. Or maybe you're just saying, oh, you're so clumsy. Clumsy meaning you're always falling or dropping things.
Right.
And then someone turns around and says, I'm not clumsy. And you walk into a beam.
Yeah.
기둥이 뻥. See?
You're proving my point.
You proved my point.
Okay, very good. Okay, bug someone is to annoy or irritate someone. So I'm sure our listeners know annoy and irritate, but here's another word for you.
Yeah.
And this is informal, right? Your dog won't stop bugging me. Can you please come get him?
What are you talking about? I don't have a dog. Huh? Maybe the dog came from it's the neighbor's dog.
It's not my dog. Please don't bug me. I'm studying.
Yeah. So this is not necessarily about annoying, This means don't talk to me at all.
Yeah, don't distract me.
Don't distract me. I'm focusing on something.
Right.
Yeah.
That is true because annoy is specifically 짜증.
Yeah.
But in this case, bug just means 귀찮게 하다.
Yeah.
Feeling. Yeah.
Right. Or going back to the dog thing, maybe the dog just puts his or her paw on your knee. Hey, give me love.
Or keeps licking you.
Yeah, keeps licking you.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily annoying.
Yeah.
It could still be cute, but it's I can't deal with this right now.
Yeah.
I need to focus on something else.
That's right.
Yeah.
Very good. You'll thank me later just means that you don't know it now, but later you will be very grateful.
Yes.
Here's Jill's number. You'll thank me later.
Haha. Ask for a man named Mike. You'll thank me later.
Because Mike will take good care of you.
He will fix your car for very cheap.
Very cheap. Very good. Okay. So you'll thank me later. And our power vocab is the word task. Do find the definition on page 78. And what else should we do?
Please go to Audio 학당. You will thank me later. Because for a small fee, you get lots of wonderful content from EBS.
Well, look at how we're just using all of these expressions into these audio 학당 ads.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And don't forget to join us on Evening Special at 6 p.m. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.